Oh, hello everyone and welcome to video 4 in this series of Excel introduction videos. So basically, I'm going to zoom in here a little bit to make the screen a little bit bigger so you guys can see better. Okay, so if you have not already watched any of these videos, you might want to type in this information, but for my grade 9s you have this, so open up your file and we're going to continue. The first thing we're going to do in this video, we're going to talk about built-in functions, we're going to talk about sorting, and we'll see if we can get into a little bit of formatting. We'll see how the time goes. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to sort. So let's say I wanted to sort this by the highest test. So I'm going to highlight all of the tests here, and there's even a heading row here. So I'm going to go into data, and here there's a sort. Now we can sort by A to Z or Z to A. And if you look here, it says A to Z is from smallest to largest. And Z to A would be from largest to smallest. So if I'm going to click that, you will see now my tests are in order from the highest to the smallest. I could have done that as well without highlighting the heading row. Excel in this new version knows that there's a heading there. But again, I can sort it by lowest to highest. I just clicked on that one. And now you see the lowest is first. Let's return that back. And you'll notice that all of the data that goes with it sorted first. So the highest test were actually tests 3 and 4. It was a tie. And if I wanted actually to add some decimal places to see if there was a tie here, I'm going to just go here and you'll see that there's these buttons. Decrease decimal, and this one is increase decimal. So they were actually exactly the same, 88.00. So tests 3 and 4 were tied for the first, and test 1 was the next best. So that's basically how you can sort. In Excel, it's a good practice to sort your data once you have all your data in. Okay, let's talk about some built-in functions that Excel has. The first one we're going to talk about is average. So I'm going to move to cell C7, as you should, and I'm going to type the word average. Okay, so now we have the word average there. What we want Excel to do is tell me what the average of all our tests are. So again, when you start off a formula, you either enter an equal sign or a plus sign. And I want this to say, give me an average. So I'm going to type the word average. You can see Excel is trying to do it for me, but I'm going to type it all out for you. Average, and I'm going to put brackets around what I want it to average. So brackets, and then highlight using my mouse. And then I'm going to close the brackets. Once I'm done, I hit enter, and it's telling me now the average of all of those 4 cells from D2 to D5 is 77.06. So a quick little review here is we would actually just type right into the cell, and you can see now up here was equals, the word average, and in brackets around the information I want. I could change that if I want. I can calculate the average of anything if I want. And Excel actually has some built-in functions in here that will show you what to do. So if I click here, let's say I wanted to get the average in this cell of all of those numbers just for fun. I'm going to just highlight what I want. And you see how Excel did it for you? I hit enter, and all of the average of those numbers is 33. So I'm going to just take that out because that's not what we want. But if you look in that auto sum button here, it'll show you all of the built-in functions that Excel has for you. Sum, average, count, max, and min. You're going to need to know these built-in functions. Okay, so we have the first one done for you. The next one that we want to do is get it to give us the highest number. So again, using that built-in function, I'm going to click here and I'm going to go max. And it's assuming I want to get the max here, but you just highlight what you want it to tell you. So I'm going to highlight from D2 to D5. And I'm going to hit enter, and it's going to tell us the highest number. Let's do the lowest. I'm going to click here. I'm going to use that function, min, and you'll see it types it right for you, equals min, and then it puts brackets around what it thinks. We don't want that, so I'm just going to highlight what I do want. You notice how it changes it from D2 to D5 in here? Hit enter. And now the lowest test is 55.56. So if you had a humongous spreadsheet here with thousands of numbers Excel will find the highest, the lowest for you, or whatever. And let's count how many tests. Let's say we had millions of tests here and we didn't want to count it. We could do the same thing. I can click on that function over here, count, and again it thinks that you want to count there, but I just want to count how many are here. And if this works, it should say 4. There were 4 tests. If you wanted to type in these formulas on your own, you would type in equals, count, open bracket, highlight your range, and then close your bracket. So those are your built-in functions. So we've done sorting and built-in functions so far. Let's stop here and save the rest for formatting it in the next video.